Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion, and let's play some more of the Long Dark. So, it's a brand new day. As you can see, I did some prep work off camera. We got a lot of sticks, some reclaimed wood, some cedar firewood, tinder plugs going everywhere. It is fairly early in the morning, so we've got 14 hours of daylight, and my plan is to go exploring again. So, I've loaded us up with food, we've got water, we are fed. So, let's just head outside. It does sound a bit windy, which isn't great. But my first plan is to head over to our little workshop we found and drop off some materials I've picked up. Okay, can't see anything around too bad. And yeah, after that... Oh, there's a wolf over there. Damn. Having killed the 2 wolves recently, I was really hoping there would be fewer wolves. Now, we do have ammunition. I can engage that wolf quite happily without too much danger to ourselves. And he is heading away, so we might even save ourselves a bullet there. Now, we've actually ignored a lot of these buildings so far. And my original plan was to actually just keep going through this, keep exploring stuff, you know, just getting all that done. However, I kind of realised there's not really any point to that at the moment. We don't need anything from them. We've got plenty of food, we've got plenty of supplies, we've got plenty of everything. So we're actually just going to do some general exploration. And we had noticed there was like a ranger watchtower up on the hill. I would really like to get up there and find that. Yeah, it is quite cold out there, so we are going to need to... We might need to waste some time here quickly. We've got a bunch of stuff drying, but I don't think any of that's dry yet. No. And yeah, I'm just carrying some cloth that I wanted to put away. I was tearing down the... Oh, that's full. That's why I can't put stuff in there. Yes, I was tearing apart chairs and the like to get some reclaimed firewood. So I got a nice amount of cloth out of that. So that's all done. We've been through this place a couple of times now, so it's all fairly well done. Just wait a little bit for that last bit of cold to come down. I do want to head out. Don't mind taking a little bit of damage. We're in a good position right now. We've got lots of stuff. In fact, we've got like 3 houses full of food. So I really don't have much to worry about. So yeah, we're going to ignore the town site for the time being. Sorry if anyone was expecting me to go through that or they were waiting for me to find something spectacular there. But yeah, my plan is actually just to ignore it for the time being. Let's see where that wolf is. Okay, that's good. No wolf. Okay, right, let's get moving. So yeah, I'm going to follow this path up here and see where it takes us. I don't have a map, I've said this before, this is blind exploration, I don't know what goes where. But there's a watchtower up on the hill. In fact, can I see it over there? Yeah, I can. Interesting. So that's not actually the proper direction to go. Okay, I'm going to try something different than I planned originally, bear with me. Let's see if there's another path that leads up over this side of the town. If there's another roadway, maybe. But yeah, this is the coastal town site. I think this is pretty much the last place on the coast itself. Yes, -9 out. That's not actually that bad. So we haven't checked... I mean, we haven't checked out that building. We haven't checked out any of the cars. I haven't checked out the post boxes. But right now, I don't think we really need to. So I'm quite content just to have a look around and see what else is about, really. And that was me scratching my ear because, you know, can't do a recording without having some kind of ear-related problem. Okay, I suppose I could try going up that way. What I want to do is just I want to head up that way in a better direction, if you see what I mean. Seems like going the way I originally suggested wouldn't make much sense. Oh. Okay, this looks a lot better. Okay, let's try going this way. So we're not really looking for buildings, we're not looking for supplies, we're not hunting any animals. This is just me, I want to see what's up there. If we find any stuff up there, that's cool. I've got some space on me to carry some stuff back down. But we don't really need anything. And that kind of brings me to my next point, which is that this series is probably going to come to an end. Maybe with this episode, maybe with the next one, I'm not quite sure. We'll see what we find and what happens. But yeah, I mean, we've done, I think, almost 60 episodes now. I've been to all 3 zones. Oh, there's even more buildings up that way. And yeah, I feel like I've shown off a lot of the game. I've definitely had a lot of fun playing it. And what I'd like to do is actually just give it a break for a while and wait for the next update to drop, which I believe will add a new zone, the Deep Forest, or something like that. Can't quite recall what they named it, but it was something forest, something deep. And it looked quite interesting. So there will be 4 biomes. Now, there have been substantial changes to the game mechanics since I started playing, not just on this series. In particular to wind chill factors, foraging, all that kind of stuff. Even the movement mechanics have changed. So starting again from scratch could be quite interesting, because it will allow us to enjoy all of those new features, and I do think there are improvements to the game from the get-go. Now, where I could see the tower from down there. Why can't I see the tower from... Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess I don't want to go down that way. I want to go up this way. Right, let's drop off. Don't injure yourself. There we go. It's good. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I would be quite interested in restarting this experience. I think it's a lovely game. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy surviving through it. I like all the mechanics. Can I get up this way? I don't. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I do need to go down that way. Okay. Blind exploration, guys. It's fun. With a capital F. So yes, this may be the last or the penultimate episode for this series, but I probably will come back. I mean, I say probably. I will certainly come back to the Long Dark at some point. Might be in a couple of weeks, might be in a couple of months, I don't know. No! Damn you, fog. Okay. Blind exploration just got a lot blinder. Oh, damn fog. Okay. This is fine, we just need to follow this path a couple of 100 meters down this way. My biggest concern is actually going to be something coming out of the fog and attacking us. That is a cool tree, look at that. I don't know if it's meant to look like that, but I like that tree. It's my favourite tree in the game. But yes, I mean, I will definitely come back to the Long Dark sooner rather than later. Although I have said that about several games so far, and I know people are being very patient with me returning to Star Sector to do the next series on that I'd spoken about. And don't worry, that is on my mind. I still remember I said that I still want to do it. I've just been waiting for a series to end, so possibly, you know, I need to get some practice in again off camera and check through the updates for the mods and the like. But Star Sector could be what replaces this next week. Let's see. This is eerily beautiful when the fog closes in like this. I mean, I know it's almost certainly to get me killed at one point, but I love the way the game looks. I mean, if the entire game was like this, it would be, I don't know, creepy, but also beautiful. It's very well done fog and mist. Now I want to go higher, and that seems to go higher, so I'm going to go higher. I mean, the problem is these paths don't seem to be leading directly to the watchtower, or the ranger station, or whatever this thing's called. Ooh. Thought I heard a wolf barking then. I've got to listen out for stuff like that. The fog means the wolves are going to see me before I see them. Okay, there's actually a house up here. That could be good. How cold are we? Yeah, we could actually do with recovering a little bit of warmth. So let's duck into one of these houses. So there's actually 3 cabins here. Well, we'll take a look. I probably won't take anything, but I might grab everything and put it all in one house for later. Let's see. There's actually a bunch of stuff here. Okay, at the very least I can drop a bunch of it off so it's all in one place for later. You know, if for any reason this series, this episode is not the final one, depends how long it takes me to find my way up there. Ooh, there's a container under the bed. Always got to check under the bed.
That'll come in handy.
Antiseptic, yeah. We've got, you know, litres of it, but still. Okay, let's duck into the next house. We could always go to bed for an hour as well. That would warm us up really quickly. And might get rid of some of this fog, which would make navigation easier because I can no longer see where I'm trying to go. You know, that's pretty bad. Okay, check under the bed. Check the corners, check the shelves. There's some firewood. Don't really need fire. Well, actually, I mean, cedar firewood, not to be sniffed at. Oh, fir firewood. Okay, you can sniff a fir firewood. Yeah, I'll leave that behind. It's not really worth the carrying weight at this point. Anything behind the chair? No. No, that house was a bust. It's a good job I'm not actually relying on any of this stuff. Always got to make sure you check your surroundings when you first step out of a house. You don't know what might have just wandered around the corner while you were inside. As we've seen in previous episodes where I have been chased by wolves and bears and the like. Okay, that looks to be done. Ooh, a flare. That's actually pretty handy. Oh, bloody hell, there's an actual corpse right next to me. Sorry, friend, I didn't mean to ignore you. Now let's loot the body. Nothing on you. Just a packet of painkillers. Which makes me feel a little bit sad inside. So, yeah, not a great amount. I'm just going to dump pretty much everything we picked up on the floor. We don't need it right now. We'll take a quick drink. Let's see. We'll keep the flare on us. Got some tinder if we need to start a fire. That is almost a kilo of weight. I'm going to drop that, just because we don't need it right now. We've got antiseptic on us. We've got antiseptic back at home. It's all fine. Now, if we sleep for 1 hour, we will gain back a little bit of our fatigue. Hopefully, the fog will go away, and we'll get our temperature back. So there we go, cold is done, fatigue is down. We are a little hungry, so let's have some meat. I've got lots of wolf meat on me, so we'll just tuck into that. And that's my voice breaking. I've now hit puberty. Okay, right, let's step outside. I do have a new microphone on order, actually. I've bought myself a Blue Yeti, I believe it's called. Whee, fog's gone. So I will be changing that for my headset microphone once it arrives, which means I will no longer be coughing directly into the microphone, which I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate. Because right now I can't really escape the microphone without removing the entire headset. Oh, there's a body behind the thing. I didn't even see that. Good job the birds were circling. Oh, you got a pry bar on you. I've got like 3 of those at the moment, so... Like I said, we don't need anything on this journey. We've got everything. I'm even going to leave that behind. Now, can we see where the watchtower is? No. Okay, let's follow this around a bit. Hopefully we're still kind of going up. I can hear trees and ice creaking around me, which kind of sounds like footsteps, which is kind of terrifying. What I really want is this to turn left and go up. That's not what it's doing, which isn't great, actually. I mean, that's kind of leading me very much in the wrong direction. There's nowhere I can get up. There, okay, there you are. But I can't get up that way. Maybe I have to go this way. Maybe I need to follow this round and up. It does go up. Maybe it just leads around this kind of impenetrable cliff face that we're faced with at the moment. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe I should have got a map for this, but hey. You know what? I didn't want to. I like exploring. I like finding my own way. I even occasionally enjoy getting lost. And that's true in real life as it is in games. Every time we get lost in the car, which does happen quite a bit, because I'm terrible with maps, I just say it's an adventure. We've gone on an adventure, we're going to find something new. Might be something boring, but it's still new. Yeah. I thought there was a little cat for a minute. Don't know why I thought it was a cat, but it kind of looked like a little cat. I don't quite think this is the weather for little cats. Maybe like a big snow leopard or something. You don't get snow leopards in Canada, do you? Ooh, okay. That is a lovely view. Let's see, can I get a good vantage spot? I wish I had a camera on me. I wish it wasn't the apocalypse, and I wish I had a camera. So, think we can actually see there's one of our houses there. That, I think, is actually where our second most recent house. And then where we're staying must be down there somewhere. I mean, this game is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So this ranger station, watchtower, fire looking place is a bit further away than I thought. Or not so much further away, just a bit more difficult to reach. There's not a direct path, and I was hoping for a direct path. But so far, I mean, this has been a very uneventful episode, really. Small trouble with fog, but nothing disastrous. No wildlife to speak of, really. Seems the wolves and bears mostly congregate down by the sea ice. But we'll keep going on. So I did say this might be the penultimate episode. I'm certainly going to keep on going until we find this watchtower. Thought I heard barking then. And I can tell you what I do see. I see a sapling. Now if you're a maple sapling, which I don't think you are, I think you're bloody birch, aren't you? Yep, birch. We never found a maple sapling, so we could never make that bow and arrow I so badly wanted. And that is a shame. Okay, I'm going off the road now. I want to try and get a vantage point. See how close we are to that fire watch station. Or whatever they are. I keep forgetting what they're called. Someone tell me in the comments, I'm sure. But okay, I'm actually going to call this episode here, so we'll take in the view a little bit here. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a nice, quiet, easy-going episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and feel free to subscribe. I hope I'll see you later. There will definitely be at least one more Long Dark episode, and then after that we might move on to something new. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're enjoying yourselves, and bye.